Alright guys, welcome back, and before we begin, I want to mention a few important things. Unlike the first episode that I did of the series, I didn't use a build because I was showcasing just the level itself, but I'm going to be using my OP Blaidd build in this video. And the reason why I have 3 talismans, like you guys mentioned before, the reason why that is because I continued the story without picking up a talisman pouch. And for that, I actually need to restart the game again in order to get that. So it's impossible for me at the moment to have 4 talismans. This isn't my main character, this is just an alternate character that I just mess around with. My other character is around level 140, I believe. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. If there's any other bosses that I don't show in this video that you guys want to see, leave them down in the comments and enjoy the video. Alright, I'm so stupid I forgot to record Rykard's second stage, but I'll just quickly explain because it's really nothing special. The Serpent Hunter sword that you're supposed to use against him doesn't do any damage, just as if you are level 100, it doesn't do anything different. And the slashing attacks that you saw me do on the first stage, you can't do that as well on the second stage because you're constantly getting staggered and you can't get any more than 2 hits in. So it's basically me hitting him once, then getting staggered, hitting him once again, then getting staggered. It's nothing special. It really isn't a difference. And like I said, the reason why I use slashing attacks against him instead of the sword that you're supposed to use is because you just do the same amount of damage with the Serpent Hunter. So I had to go at him with the double swords just so we can have a bit more action and more damage. Alright, and that is pretty much it for this video, and I want to take some time at the end just to ask you guys a few questions and to show you the build that I was using in a bit more depth, just in case if you guys don't want to watch the build video that I made like a last week, I think. Anyway, I put the thumbnail at the start of the video just in case you guys wanted to see it anyway. So, yeah. So, is there any other bosses that you guys want to see a max level build take on? Because I did all the main bosses, and now I've done some bosses that I know of that a lot of people really like in the game. Some of the main side bosses. There are quite a few of them are still out there that are to do in dungeons and ever goals and other bosses that you can find throughout playing the game. Just name them down in the comments. I'll look through them for the next couple of days to see what we get, and I'll go back in and make a third video just like this one. So the build, what did I use? I used 2 twin blades. I used the Knight's Swords and the Godskin Peeler. I used the Commander Standard for a buff. I used the Finger Seal with a Flame Grant Me Strength spell. You guys can see it in the bottom left right there. I used that as well. Then I used the White Mask for extra bleed damage. I used the Raptor's Black Feathers for extra jump attack damage. I used the Shard of Alexander to give me more power for my skills. I used the Claw Talisman, enhances our jump attacks. And then Lord of Blood Exaltation for blood loss and vicinity, increases attack power. So if we hit blood loss, we get the next attack doing even more damage. And that's pretty much it. I was going to start using Blood Boil Aromatic, but I didn't have the correct items to craft them. I'll show you what you need. I didn't have any Cave Moss and any Aritaria Leaf. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's honestly all I used for this build. It's a pretty damn good build. I did make a full guide. I used a few more things. Like I said, I don't have a 4th talisman on this character, but in my other video, I just showed you the other talismans that I used as well. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this helped. You guys, I don't know how it's going to help, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, like I said, if there's any other bosses you guys want to see, let me know down in the comments. And I will do them in the next one.